Some new information just released. Let's get right into it. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as information is changing very, very rapidly right now, and so I can keep you updated with everything that we discuss right here on the channel, including the latest updates on the stimulus package, Congress, money, benefits, Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, low income, no income, potential stimulus checks, monthly checks, and so much more that we're covering every single day right here in these dedicated videos. There's a lot going on right now, and I will continue to keep you posted with the latest details as they're happening, as things are changing literally every single day. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so quite yet, and let's get right into the update. All right, so we have some weird things going on already today, and I want to talk about what is going on and some of these announcements. First off, I do want to give you a quick update on the Russia-Ukraine situation, because honestly, that has been getting a little bit chaotic here lately, and I want to give you the latest details as far as what we know as of right now. So a couple days ago, they were saying that there could be an invasion as early as Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. Wow, that is pretty much right upon us, right? Well, as a result of that, we did get some information earlier today that apparently Russia is starting to pull back some of their troops and taking them back to the base. Now again, NATO has came out and said that we have not seen confirmation of that quite yet, but apparently Moscow has said that is what they're doing. So maybe this thing is going to de-escalate a little bit, which would be, I think, a little bit of relief for a lot of us. I think not only us here in the United States, but I think people probably all around the world are probably feeling a little bit of relief with this going on. However, they said that there is no confirmation quite yet, but this is apparently what Putin has been saying. So maybe they are coming together on some terms with all of this, but again, we'll have to watch it very closely, as this is just the start of something that could be coming. But again, we have no clue, only time will tell, and we'll continue to keep you posted with any of those details, but maybe a little bit of relief coming with that, so that is a little bit encouraging. Great, right? Finally, I think this is a little bit of a sigh of relief for many, many people. Also, earlier today, we did get some new inflation data. Now again, I know that we've been talking about inflation a lot lately, but the deal is we've got to continue watching this very, very closely, because everything is so highly correlated, and realistically, inflation is something that is going to impact all of us to some degree, and realistically we need to watch it because we need to know what is going on, what's coming down the line, and what may impact us coming in the future. And ultimately, all of this is being watched by the administration, people in Congress. It's being watched by everybody. Therefore, we need to figure out what are they going to do about it, and what is Congress or the administration maybe going to do about this to especially help out the low-income Americans that are being hurt so badly right now and struggling so much right now as a result of this massive, massive inflation that we haven't seen in 40 years since the early 1980s. Yeah, that was the last time we saw inflation this hot. But anyway, the new report that came out earlier today was the Producer Price Index. Now, this is another reading on inflation, and this index gives us a reading on the wholesale prices before they actually come to the consumer, right? So this is the wholesale pricing. Well, guess what? It was up at nearly a 12-year high at 9.7% year over year. That's huge. I mean, seriously, I can't even stress how incredibly high this is, right? 9.7% is what this reading is showing. Inflation and prices have gone up just in 1 year, year over year, on the wholesale basis. Remember, this is not even the prices that we pay. We pay retail, right? We go out to the stores and we pay retail prices. However, this is based on wholesale pricing. Wow, right? That is pretty big stuff right there. So anyway, according to the Federal Reserve, they're going to be raising rates here, and of course, we'll see it when they actually announce it. But this is just what they're discussing right now. And again, we have to watch all this closely because it's all going to relate into stimulus packages, additional relief potentially, possibly some kind of focused stimulus check, something like this. Of course, it's all up in the air right now. Congress is working very, very slowly on all of it. And if they actually decide to come forward and offer some type of relief for the people who are struggling so badly right now, it's just all things that we need to watch very, very closely. Also, remember, this coming Friday is the big day, right? It is the 18th of the month. Okay, why do we care? What does this mean? Well, that is the date in which the government will be running out of money, and we could potentially be looking at a government shutdown as early as Saturday. But wait, I thought we passed it. Yeah, last week we passed it in the House of Representatives, but yet now it is waiting in the Senate. Guess what? Some of the senators are maybe going to hold this thing up. Now again, will this bill actually pass? Well, we can only hope that it will, because if the government goes into a shutdown, well, then that's just going to add a little bit more chaos into what is already going on right now. But they have not passed it in the Senate yet. In fact, I have not even seen any scheduled votes on that bill quite yet, and we're starting to push up against Friday already, right? I mean, we're a couple days out, but realistically, at this point, we're getting kind of close here, and once again, they're going to wait until the 11th hour to get this thing done. So they need to get this bill passed, otherwise we could potentially be getting into a government shutdown right away on Saturday morning. So, of course, I'll continue to keep you updated as we get more information on that, but it looks like last minute here, some of the senators may be coming out saying, hey, we might want to do this or that, or, I don't really like this, so they might be using that as a little bit of leverage to say, well, maybe we're just not going to vote for the continuing resolution. So, again, I'll keep you posted, but that date is coming up here quickly, and they've got to get something done. Now, tomorrow, as I've discussed in that video from yesterday, I want to lay this out here because I did see a few comments on this, and I just want to mention it very, very quickly here. So tomorrow, yes, some people, Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, beneficiaries, will be receiving their monthly benefit, right? So tomorrow will be the third Wednesday of the month. Therefore, those individuals who typically get their regular benefit will be receiving it tomorrow on that date. So yes, these are the regular benefits. This is not a stimulus check that is coming tomorrow. It's just the regular benefit that everybody receives. Now again, if you already receive your benefit on the 1st or the 3rd of the month, you're not going to get a double payment tomorrow. So I hope that offers a little bit more clarification on that. I've been seeing some questions on it. Not too many, just a couple. And I just wanted to make it very clear that no, unfortunately, you won't get a double payment, but rather tomorrow will just be the regular payment that goes out to everybody. So, want to make that out very clear for you. Also, let's quickly talk about the stimulus package and what Congress is currently doing. So, here's what we know as of right now. Congress is still talking about the stimulus package. They do want to reinstate a few of the provisions that were in the original Build Back Better agenda, including climate. That is one that is very, very important. Actually, what's interesting about it is, out of all the provisions in the Build Back Better agenda, they want to drop some of them, right? They want to drop some because they need to narrow this package down a bit. But one of the provisions they are not interested at all in dropping is the $550 billion for climate. That is one that is a non-negotiable for Democrats in Congress. Kind of interesting, right? So out of all the provisions that are in this package, things to help out people, to help out families, to help out all kinds of different things to apparently lower prices, the one provision they are not willing to negotiate on is the climate. So again, just saying, that's just what's in there. That's what they're doing. So they do want to bring back some of these provisions in the package. So the climate they want to keep in there no matter what. They're not willing to negotiate on the $550 billion in there for the climate. Also, they do want to bring back the child tax credit payments, and we do know that there are a few senators, which in fact, they were supposed to be introducing a dedicated bill as of about a month ago, reframing this bill and rebuilding this bill to actually make it a little bit more people and family focused, to help out struggling Americans, but we have not seen that yet. So kind of interesting how about a month ago, maybe even 5 or 6 weeks ago, we were hearing this talk about, they're going to come out with a new specialized bill. It's going to be, a family focused. It's going to be a people focused to help out the struggling Americans. And sure enough, we didn't see it, right? Now, one other thing that's very interesting as well. Remember about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks or so ago, we also heard talk that the administration was going to be coming out asking Congress for a focused COVID relief bill, otherwise known as a stimulus package. Remember that? There was all kinds of talk about it about a month, it was probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago or so. And at the time, they were going to be coming out asking Congress for this specialized COVID relief bill, and it was to be passed by no later than February 18th. Remember that? Well, guess what? Guess what we haven't seen? Yeah, you called it, right. They never ever came out, not to my knowledge anyway. I never ever saw anything being introduced. The administration was talking about it. There was a lot of talk about there being a new COVID relief bill, stimulus package. But again, it was supposed to be passed by this coming Friday, and nothing. So, didn't see it. However, when it comes to COVID, one quick side note on this. This is kind of interesting. So, it seems like here over the last couple weeks, almost like COVID has completely disappeared. You know, we haven't really seen much about it. As I do my daily research, I see a couple things each and every day, but honestly, it is very minimal. There's not much at all when it comes to COVID. Kind of interesting how all of the talk about this just kind of disappeared, and we're not really hearing anything about it. Makes me wonder, did somebody come out and say, hey, stop talking about COVID? You know what I mean? Or what actually happened? Are the cases really so low? I did see a rating about a week or so ago that said the cases are down 70% over a month ago. But at the same time, it's still around, right? But the deal is, it's kind of interesting how all of this talk has just kind of dried up on the whole COVID situation. However, I did see something just a little bit earlier talking about this new variant. Yes, again, a new variant. And some of these experts out there right now are saying this is far from over right now. So apparently the new variant is actually a cross between the Delta variant and the Omicron variant. They're calling it Deltacron. Yeah, it's a real thing, right? So I saw this report, and they're saying it's coming around, and it is this new variant that is out there right now. So again, we're not going to put a whole lot of focus on this. I'm not going to talk about it a whole lot, but I did notice it. I wanted to let you aware of it. I want you to know what's going on out there, but I want you to know, according to the experts, everybody out there right now that's watching all this, they're saying, oh no, this whole COVID situation is far from over. There's another wave coming. So again, who knows? But again, just like so many other things right now, we'll believe it when we see it, right? I see your comments down below all the time, every day, saying we'll believe it when we see it. And I'm starting to believe that too. Yeah, we'll believe it when we see it when it comes to so many things that are going on right now. So anyway, this is a mixed bag of different updates. There's a lot of things going on out there. But I do think it is a little bit encouraging to see that hopefully there is some de-escalation with the whole situation between Russia and Ukraine. When I saw that, I thought, wow, what a sigh of relief. That is actually pretty nice. But again, we'll see it, we'll believe it when we see it. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn the saying, right? I know that a lot of you are pros at the saying down below in the comment section. I love it. So I'm trying to get on that bandwagon and learn the saying as well. We'll believe it when we see it, right? I nailed it that time. All right, thank you. So anyway, this is what I have for you as of right now. There's a lot going on right now, so make sure to stay tuned so I can keep you posted with all the latest updates as it pertains to stimulus packages, Congress, potential stimulus checks, monthly checks, UBI, GBI, anything else going on out there as it pertains to fixed income like Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, low income, no income, anything else. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Go back and check out any of the other 2,100 videos right here on the channel. And of course, feel free to share any of them with your friends, family, and social media. Thanks again for watching this. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.